Hi, Kat here. Welcome to A Card Cat Made. I am so excited. I have the brand new Your Best Mate foiling system by Crafty Critta to share with you. It is fresh from the postie. I haven't even opened it yet, so I thought we could do that together and unbox the magic and see what we've got. So just excuse me while I concentrate with the blade because I'm clumsy and I would rather leave the video with the same amount of fingers as I started, which with me is never a known. Oop, don't want to show everyone my postal address. Now, in here we have our goodies. I did order the pre-order. I believe I was the very first person to actually get my order in, so there are a few extras in with my order than if you don't get the pre-order. I'm sure it still comes with stuff. What have we got here? Ooh, it's so cool. Get my arm out of the way. Oh, I love it. I'm very excited. Get that out of the way. Get this stuff out of the way. I'll put this down. Oh, there's more. Okay, let's move this out of the way. I won't open that part because I'm assuming that's got some of my information on it. As always, you get a beautiful card from Mrs. Crafty Critta. Oh, that's lovely. Sorry, I always get distracted. Every order that I get from Crafty Critta, I always stop and admire the card before I have a look at my goodies. Oh, this looks fantastic. So I'll have a look at what I got with it. So here's a little sample pack that comes with it with the machine. So I'll open up that in a sec. Oh, that was a little bonus gift that they popped in because there was a delay. I believe the boat got held up, like logistics stuff. I was happy to wait, but they gave me an extra bonus. Isn't that lovely? Some Christmas cards. So I'll put them off to the side. Now you're getting more view today than what you normally get because I thought rather than cropping it down, let's have a bit more room to work with. So you're getting to see a bit more of my desk and a few cables over there, but that's alright. Oh, this is my pre-order pack. I feel so lucky. I'm going to have a look at that later and not crinkle in your ears. So I'll open up this one because this is the pack that will come with your machine. Oh, that's going to be so loud. Hopefully in editing I'll be able to take away some of that crinkling for you so that you don't go deaf. Oh, gotta always love a nice bright gold foil. So that's nice that they've given us a beautiful bright foil and a sample pack here. Let's see what we've got in here to work with. So I thought, as well as the unboxing, we'd do a little demo. I don't know why I'm trying to open that. I actually never open my packets like this. I'll show you how I do my packets and how I store them. I actually just cut the top off all of them. That way they don't have to ever come past that sticky bit, and because I'm just always worried that if I get it stuck I'm going to lose some of the toner or something's not going to go right. So I just cut that off and then I keep that in a little plastic, well, quite a large plastic tub, a medium-sized plastic tub, and I keep all of my foil art and toner sheets and all of that nicely together in that tub. I am getting close to outgrowing my first tub and we'll need to get a second one. I have another one for all of my foiling papers, and then I have 3 of them with foils. So yes, I have been expanding my foil collection quite a bit. I think last count it was close to 60 different foils, and I don't believe I have the pink bling one over here. I have Barrier Reef, which is one of my favourites is Barrier Reef. It's such a beautiful teal colour. Anyway, that's me getting distracted. I'll come back to this over here. So the sample pack. Oh, some lovely backgrounds, a toner sheet. Oh, I love those butterflies. Happy birthday. Okay, so that is a really useful variety that I'm going to have a play with shortly. Now, let's get this out and warming up. What's in the box? Okay, so that's our sample pack. I could have just turned the box over and then we would have seen all of that. So, what's in our box? We have our foil sheet, a carrier sheet. Excellent. Let's get going. Okay, so then we have another roll of foil. These are not the same quality that the Crafty Critta ones are. I'm just going to have a compare of those in a moment after I get this machine out. If I can get the machine out. That box sticker there. I love trying to do all the manoeuvring here. I'm going to take the plastic off before I plug it in. One bit of sticky. Where does that plastic start? Back here. Just a plastic film on the top. Jam on these buttons. Okay. It's nicely stuck on. So far we're looking very similar to my mink. It's just nice and white and is rounded more so than the square edges of my mink. This is very stuck on, so please, if I look like I'm struggling, I'm not trying to make it look difficult. Beautiful, let's get that plugged in. And turned on. And my standard heat is 4. It's not 4, it's 3. I know what I'm talking about, it's 3. So I'm just going to get that going and then I'm going to read the use manual. Isn't that always the way? You get things going how you know that they work and then you read the user manual. Please excuse me, I'm not going to read all of this out to you because if you want the information, feel free to pause and have a close-up look, or if you'd like me to elaborate on anything, please just ask away and I will do so. I'm just skim reading. Heavyweight coated paper, that's what I classify this one as, which is what I was going to use. Excellent. Good to know. I'll pop that out of the way. Now, let me do these comparisons that I said I was going to do. Now, there's our carrier sheet that came with the machine. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this piece of paper from over here that says I am a foiling folder, and I'm going to pop that in there so that when I inevitably lose this, I know what it is. Not that I lose it, it's just sometimes you put things down and when you pick them up, they're not, you don't necessarily know what they are. Okay, so this is the sample that came with it. Now for a start, it's, I believe it's an Australian A6. Let me just see. Oh, okay. I'll get something with inches, sorry. No, so that, I mean, 10.5 centimetres is half of an A4, and then this would be nearly 15. Yep, so this is A4, a quarter of an A4 piece of paper. Whereas the Crafty Critta ones, I'm pretty sure are going to be, yep, 5.5 by 4.25 inches. So these are the US, these are your A2 cards front size. These ones are an Australian and UK A6. But no, so the thickness of the paper, this is a lot thinner and flimsier. Sorry, I'll just lean back a little bit. The printing quality, this is a lot blacker. So I have a feel like this just feels so much nicer than that pack. So I might pop those off to the side and play with this nice sample pack that we got. That sounds like a good idea to me. So I thought the first one we should try, let's do a little butterfly, and then we can use the reverse on that, and then we can show how to foil. Pop these away so that they're not going to get dusty. So I always put everything back away in its packaging. I just cut that top piece off because I don't want to mess around with it every time. So all of mine are like that. Every single piece of foil art or toner sheets, all of that, I just very neatly cut the top off and then pop them in my little plastic tub. And the beautiful bright gold foil. Oh, so this is already up to heat while I was talking away. Now if you're new to foiling, please head on over to my friend Nancy Stamp's YouTube channel. I will link her below. She is absolutely the queen, well, the empress of foiling. She will teach you absolutely everything and anything you need to know about foiling. She is where I learned everything I know, and she has become a fantastic friend of mine. And you can also find us at Foiling Snobs Club on Facebook, and I'm one of the admins over there, and I help out and answer questions, and I'm generally just there. Always. My little dusty brush is here. So you always want to you cut your foil a little bit bigger than what you want to foil, like what you're foiling, just in case anything moves. And you always want to dust it off with a nice fluffy brush or a Swiffer cloth or something lint free, so you're not going to put any dust particles on there. But just sometimes they can get little bits of dust, pet fur, assorted lint off your clothing, that sort of stuff can get in between the toner and your foil, and that's going to give you those little black spots where things don't adhere properly, and no one wants black spots on their foiling unless that's part of their design they're going for. And I've not had a design that I've wanted that. I'm sure some people have. Okay. Let's feed this through. Where is it? There we go. Now it's grabbed it. I just hold on to that while it feeds through. Like I do on my mink. I don't like hold it tight. I just use my finger to not let it bend so that it's got less of a chance of wrapping around the rollers. I'm going on what I use for my mink anyway. Let's see how this works, because it's so exciting to have a machine for the Australian market with the Australian pug and all of that goodness, because we just don't have the same accessibility to a lot of the products that we do, that people in other countries have. I do know how to speak. I'm just having one of those days where the words don't want to come out. So now I'm going to leave that to cool for a moment. Oh, great. A little bit of polystyrene still getting stuck to the stuff. That's all good. Now, one thing I've noticed is when I first bought my mink, there was a definite smell. There was a lot of heat smell the first couple of times I used it. I have not actually noticed that at all with this, so that's a plus. Very happy with that. This is cool already. You want to leave your foiling to cool down after you remove it. Just helps make sure that they're not going to have any issues. Now I can see here there's a wrinkle. To me that's telling me I'm not going to have perfect foiling there, but let's see how we go. Okay. I wonder if I'm a little bit hot. The machine, not me. I've gone perfect at first, and then I've got a few little bits here which haven't gone as well as what I would have liked them to. I mean, I'm still really happy with some of that. That's beautiful. Alright. So, when it doesn't work, first thing you want to do is try your heat up or down. Let's grab something else out to foil. And a new piece of foil. Don't roll away there. Now it's really good for me, being in Australia, having Crafty Critta here in Australia, because as I was saying before, we just have so few options for getting stuff over here compared to the US. I swear you guys have so many options. I'm so jealous sometimes, but that's okay. I also live in a beautiful country, and I don't know that I'd change that. Did I? I don't know whether I dusted my foil, so let's go again. When in doubt, dust again. Now, I forgot to take the temperature down. Because Crafty Critta's printing is so good, sometimes I actually only need a 2 to get stuff to adhere. So yeah. So yeah. Good talking. Do you ever have those days where the words just don't want to come? I have them all the time lately. I know what I want to say in my head, and as soon as I go to talk, they just disappear, and then I'm just left there without words. Which probably doesn't make for good viewing, but I'm enjoying myself, so. Okay, are we down to 2 yet? I don't know why I'm feeling it with my hand and wondering if we're down to 2 because like I'd be able to tell. So just like the mink, it has the release button so that if your folder did get caught, you'd just push that across, like slide that across like so, and it will let you pull your folder out. I, touch wood, am lucky enough that I haven't actually had a folder get eaten, but I'm also very careful. It doesn't mean that people that do have their folders eaten are not very careful, it just is that I haven't had one get eaten yet, that's all. But no, I have probably 4 or 5 of them in rotation. They all have, I am a foiling folder because I originally had, I am a mink folder because I had a mink, but I thought, well, I'm not going to have a mink anymore, so I printed out a couple of new ones. There we go, now we're down to temperature. And I just figured any of my new ones that I get out, I'll use the foiling folder since I have more than one brand of machine now. So no, if you're in Australia, I would very much recommend grabbing yourself one of these if you're interested in foiling, because it's small, it's lightweight, it's compact, it's actually just going to sit, like it's going to live over here on my desk. Not that you can see, like about 10 centimetres out of view over here, like just past the edge of that brush is where it will live. It'll have a permanent place of residence on my desk. So let me just see. I'll slide this out onto the glass so that it cools down a bit faster. I always find things cool down very nicely on my glass mat. Oops, something's falling over behind me. Sorry, just had some stuff fall out of my bin. Oh, there I go. Speaking Australian, my trash can. Oh, there we go. So that's what my issue was there, was that my temperature was too high. Because look at that. That is perfect. How good's that? It's good if I say so myself. I'm so happy with that. So for me, I will, I don't know what accent that I was there, but it was something funny that I came up with. So I will use 3 to do my toner art, and then I'll just bump it up to a 3. Did I say? I will use 2 for my toner art, and then I'll just bump it up to 3 for my toner sheets. I like to use one setting higher on toner sheets. I just find it helps get a nice solid transfer, because you're doing quite a large area really, so you want a nice transfer. So I'm just trying to line up with the design underneath, and let's do this reverse. It's just because it's a new folder, everything's a little bit staticky. Through. It doesn't matter if you put it through upside down, the right side up. The heat's gonna make it stick, and the pressure, well, the heat and the pressure are going to work together to make it stick. See, this is why my desk is normally cut off here, because then everyone can't see all the mess that I just chuck off to the side. The other side. There we go. I'll move that off. Just check where we're at. Make sure I don't need to do anything else. And like I said, pop that in there, because when you have clear folders floating around a craft room, if like put that with some other stuff, that gets lost so easily. And I find for myself, this was the best way of just keeping them visible as what they are. Doesn't cost much. It was just a piece of my foiling paper. Yes, it is a piece of foil, but I actually cut off the bits that don't get used and pop them in my offcuts little box, so that nothing actually gets wasted that much. And yeah, I just have little folders that are labelled. Now, here we go, and I get to show you a bit of user mistake. This is where I get to teach and go, this is what I did. I don't think I dusted properly, and that's a hair. That is absolutely a piece of my cat's hair that got in the way there. There's no doubt on me, because I was giving him a cuddle earlier. So I've probably transferred some of that in with me, and that's a little piece of his fur that's gotten in there. So that's okay. I will trim that down, or that will have a sentiment, or something else will go on that section. It's not a bother at all. How beautiful is that gold? That is so beautiful and vibrant. So from that one piece of foil, I was able to get the beautiful original, and then using the toner sheet that they included in the sample pack, was able to use its reverse. We nearly got a shot of me there. And then we have only that left to throw away, which is fantastic. If you're new to foiling, then it is very, very easy to learn. Read through the instructions that come with it, and you get everything that you need to start with the. And Crafty Critta have so many foils and foil art to get you started, that just have fun and see what you can create. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you taking the time, and I hope that I managed to answer anything that you would have been wondering about the best name. If you have any questions, please just ask below. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.